She was the star of the cult classic 10 Things I Hate About You and had all of us thinking one day we'd be able to correct our poor dance moves in Save the Last Dance. Now Julia Stiles is part of the psychological thriller Orphan, First Kill. Our Trevor Ault sat down with her.
I think we need to begin with spoilers from the first movie.
My name is Esther.
Why aren't you down at the party?
I've never really seen the point of it. I guess I'm different.
Yes, so spoiler alert. The movie starts, this young girl has been adopted into a family, and it turns out she's kind of a sociopath, and she's terrorizing them.
Right.
And then the twist is that you learn that she has this condition where she never grows, so she's able to pass as a little girl.
So, 13-year-old movie. I hope our viewers will forgive us if we spoiled that for them, but you need the context for your new movie, which is the prequel, her origin story.
Yes, Orphan, First Kills.
Our goal here is helping Esther acclimate back into life within the family unit.
So Esther is her name, although she has multiple sort of names and things that she calls herself. Lena, I think at one point, identities. She escapes from a mental hospital and is taken into, she's sort of posing as the missing daughter of this family.
Right.
What is he doing here?
We found your daughter. She's alive.
The other crazy thing is Isabel Fuhrman, who played Esther Lena in the original movie, was 11 years old when they made that movie. Coming back, she's 23 now, and she plays the same part, you know, an 11-year-old girl. And it's so convincing. It's really weird. And they didn't do CGI or anything. She just, the way that her voice is, the way that she carries herself. They did some tricks with the camera where, like, I'd be in the foreground, so I looked taller. She had to look shorter than everybody else. They were trying to figure out all these tricks to have her, like, be able to do that and not have a double. Eventually, she started to just, like, walk around kind of squatting. So there were things like that you'd have to kind of ignore. Like, she would just make herself shorter.
Right. A little extra.
And there were times when I'd have to act with the child double, like if it was a big wide shot or something, or if she was off camera. So certain things that are tricky and kind of hilarious, but I think we managed to not break.
I'm glad you brought up Isabel because, so her performance in the first movie is really highly regarded because she's a child playing an adult pretending to be a child, and it's great. Now she is an adult playing an adult pretending to be a child.
Yeah.
But it seems like she got it basically right away and you were into it.
Oh, totally. Horror movies and movies that are trying to terrorize you or scare you, they still need to be grounded in some sort of reality. The premise even itself is bizarre, but in order to suck you in, everybody in the movie has to play some sort of reality.
4 years is a long time. What she needs right now is her family.
Esther? Sweetheart, it's Mommy.
She's playing a sociopath, and all of a sudden I found myself feeling bad for her. And I realized that Isabel was approaching playing a sociopath from like a human. She understood, like, this girl feels like a mutant, feels like an alien, feels like she's no home, no one that loves her. She'll never be accepted into the world. And that actually broke my heart.
Yeah, you bought into it.
Yeah.
Even.
And then she kills everybody.
Right. And that's not the twist.
That's not the twist. That you should expect.
It's very much a psychological thriller.
Yeah.
Also, for people who might be like you and say, I don't really like horror movies.
Yeah.
It's not jump scares and blood and gore.
Yeah. The thing that was interesting to me is to play somebody who, after grieving the loss of her daughter, or like the idea that they have a daughter go missing, which is a horror I can't even think about it. This is why I don't like doing horror films, because it makes you go to the corners of your mind that are the most distressing. But anyway.
The mother protects her family. No matter what.
I know that the idea for this, or at least I've read, came from Isabel watching an episode of Dr. Phil.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't hear that. I didn't know that.
She supposedly watched an episode of Dr. Phil about, I think, a Ukrainian orphan who was questioned about her age.
Right.
So my question is, do you think you will watch reality dance competitions for a prequel to Save the Last Dance?
I used to dance.
You used to dance.
It's really not a big deal.
I have not been to a single dance class since I made Save the Last Dance, but I do frequently dance alone in my living room. And actually, that's like my form of exercise. Like, I'll put on a playlist and set the timer for 30 minutes or whatever, however much time I have. I never have 30 minutes.
And just work it out. That's the sequel to Save the Last Dance. It's just Julia Stiles in her living room by herself.
I don't think anybody would pay money for that.
Videos. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, unless I marketed it as like an exercise video. Now we're on to something.
Our thanks to Trevor for that. You can watch Orphan First Kill in theaters, on digital, and streaming on Paramount Plus this Friday.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.